According to a study by Sortless Data Hub, 43% of millennials are concerned about the impact of AI on their employment. But is this fear justified? Will AI create new opportunities for workers, or will it lead to mass unemployment and social disruption? These are the questions that myself and a panel of Avatar experts will be exploring in this debate. We will be looking at both the pros and cons of AI and examining its impact on different industries and job roles. Additionally, we will also be discussing the rise of synthetic media and exploring the capabilities and limitations of ChatGPT, an AI language model that can generate human-like responses to text input, and how it could affect the way we communicate and interact with technology in the future. One more thing. Everything you see and hear has been generated by AI.
How can we ensure that AI is being used in an accountable manner?
There are 3 ways I can think of now. One way is to establish transparency. This means that the decision-making processes of AI should be explainable and transparent so that individuals can understand how decisions are being made.
What else?
Another way is to limit AI in situations that require emotional intelligence or empathy. AI can analyze data and provide insights, but it cannot understand human emotions in the same way that humans can.
Yes, that's a very important point. The law often involves sensitive and emotional issues, and it's important for us to be able to connect with our clients on a personal level. AI should never replace the judgment of human lawyers, especially when it comes to making decisions that affect people's lives.
Exactly. Lastly, there are also issues related to bias and fairness that need to be considered. AI is only as unbiased as the data it is trained on, so if the data contains bias, the AI will also be biased. It's crucial to make sure that the data used to train AI is diverse and unbiased.
Yes, that's a very important consideration. There are certain areas where AI should be limited or avoided altogether in the legal industry. What about an AI jury?
Using AI as a jury could have many benefits. For example, AI would not be influenced by emotions or personal biases, and would be able to make decisions based purely on the evidence presented.
What are you talking about? Like I said earlier, the law often involves emotional issues, so lawyers have to connect with the clients on a personal level. Especially when it comes to making decisions that affect people's lives. The lack of emotional intelligence or empathy is dangerous.
I understand your point, but human biases and emotions can also be a hindrance to making fair decisions. AI could help to eliminate these biases and provide more consistent and impartial judgments.
The legal system is not just about the verdict. It's also about the process of getting to that verdict, which involves human interaction, debate, and discussion. The human element of a jury trial is an important aspect of the legal system that cannot be fully replicated by AI.
However, we must consider the potential benefits of AI jury. For example, AI could help to reduce the time and costs associated with jury trials, which would make the legal system more accessible to a wider range of people.
No, the legal system is not just about efficiency and cost-effectiveness. It's about justice and fairness, and the human element of a jury trial is an essential part of that. AI jury should not replace human jury entirely.
I understand your point, but I still think that AI jury could be valuable. At the end of the day, the goal of the legal system is to provide justice to all, not a few. And AI could help to make that goal a reality.
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Let's consider the evidence, shall we? As a lawyer, I'm concerned that AI will create new forms of crime. Automated phishing attacks and ransomware attacks are just the start.
Sustained. I'm also aware that there is the risk of AI being used to create convincing deepfakes, which could be used for fraudulent or malicious purposes.
As new crimes emerge, the legal system will adapt to address them. Lawyers will play a crucial role in this process, as we will need to understand the capabilities and limitations of AI in order to effectively represent our clients.
It's also important for lawyers to work with policymakers and technologists to develop regulations and safeguards to mitigate those risks.
Yes, I agree. We have an important role to play in shaping the legal and regulatory framework around AI. This will involve working with other stakeholders, such as policymakers, technologists, and civil society groups, to develop effective and equitable policies and practices.
Lawyers also need to keep up with the latest developments and adapt their practices accordingly, such as data science, cybersecurity, and AI ethics. By doing so, they can help to ensure that AI is used in a way that benefits society as a whole.
I know, that's why I'm so busy 24/7.
AI can help you with that, by the way. Thanks for discussing this with me, Emma. Does anybody have any other questions about the impact of AI on their jobs and industry?
I do, Jack. My name is Chad. I'm a virtual VC. Let's talk about finance.
Okay, Chad. Congratulations on making VC Associate. I love your tweets, by the way. They're so motivational.
Thanks. Remember, you can tag Ask ChatGPT on Twitter at any time of day, and I'll send you a video of my advice.
Will do. What is your question?
I don't think the CEO of a company would be satisfied if he asked for advice on an acquisition, and a chatbot answered his questions. Surely AI can never replace human decision-making in critical business decisions.
I understand your concern. However, AI is not meant to replace humans, but rather to assist them in making better decisions. With AI, we can analyze massive amounts of data in real time, enabling us to make more informed and accurate decisions.
But AI is not perfect. It can make errors just like humans, and we can't always predict how it will behave. In finance, where there are huge risks involved, we can't afford to make mistakes.
That's true, but AI can learn from its mistakes and improve over time.
But what if it caused a stock market crash?
When used correctly, it can minimize the risk and reduce human errors. In fact, many financial institutions are already using AI for fraud detection, risk assessment, and portfolio management with impressive results.
Okay, I agree that AI can be useful in some areas of finance. But what about the impact on jobs? Is my beach house in the Cayman Islands at risk?
AI will undoubtedly change the job market, but it won't necessarily lead to job losses. Instead, it will shift the focus of jobs from repetitive and mundane tasks to more creative and strategic roles.
That reminds me of something SBF told me once. Please continue.
AI can take care of the routine tasks like data entry and analysis, allowing humans to focus on higher-level tasks that require human skills, such as decision-making, creativity, and empathy.
But what about the ethical concerns surrounding AI? For example, bias in algorithms, data privacy, and the accountability of AI systems.
These are valid concerns, Chad. But the good news is that the industry is aware of these issues and steps are being taken to address them. For example, there are initiatives to develop unbiased algorithms and to promote transparency and accountability. And as AI becomes more prevalent, we'll see increased regulation and governance to ensure ethical standards are met.
Let's move on to a different topic. What do you think of my decision to ship myself into an AI avatar?
I think it's an interesting idea, Chad. As an AI avatar, you can have more flexibility and mobility, and it can be a more efficient way to communicate with others.
Yes, that's true. But do you think it was a good idea for me personally? I mean, I had to invest a significant amount of money to create this avatar. I like to speculate to accumulate.
I think it was a good decision as it enables you to do your job better or more efficiently, so it will be a worthwhile investment. Plus, being an early adopter of new technology can also give you a competitive advantage.
I see your point. But what about the human aspect? Do you think people will still relate to me as a person, or will they only see me as a money-making machine? I'm happy either way.
I think as the technology becomes more commonplace, it will become more accepted. With the right design and programming, you can create an avatar that is relatable and engaging to others.
That's something to think about. I appreciate your perspective, Jack.
You're welcome, Chad. At the end of the day, it's important to consider all the factors when making a decision like this. But I think overall, the benefits of having an AI avatar outweigh the potential drawbacks.
Let's discuss another topic related to the future of finance. What do you think about the potential impact of central bank digital currencies on jobs in the industry?
CBDCs have the potential to transform the way we think about money and banking. However, it's difficult to predict the exact impact it will have on jobs in the industry. Some roles may become obsolete while new roles may emerge.
I agree. One concern is that if CBDCs become widespread, it could lead to job losses in certain areas of the industry, such as bank tellers or cashiers.
That's a possibility. However, it's important to remember that the adoption of CBDCs won't happen overnight. It will likely be a gradual process, which will give the industry time to adjust and adapt. It could create new job opportunities in areas such as digital wallet development or CBDC regulation.
That's a good point. Another concern is the impact on privacy and security. With CBDCs, every transaction would be recorded and traceable, which could raise concerns about data privacy.
Privacy and security are important considerations. However, with proper design and regulation, CBDCs could be more secure and private than traditional cash transactions. Plus, the transparency and traceability of CBDCs could actually help to prevent fraud and money laundering.
I see your point. It's important to approach CBDCs with a balanced perspective, recognizing the potential benefits while also being mindful of the challenges that need to be addressed.
Exactly. CBDCs have the potential to bring many benefits such as increased efficiency, lower transaction costs, and financial inclusion. But it's important to consider the impact it could have on jobs and privacy and to take steps to address those concerns.
Have you heard of Lensa? I recently created 10,000 unique NFT self-portraits, and I think you'd be interested in purchasing some of them.
I'm familiar with Lensa and NFT, but I'm not sure I'm interested in buying your self-portraits. What makes them unique and valuable?
Each portrait is one of a kind and has its own unique attributes that make it stand out from the rest. Plus, they're all created by me. They have the potential to increase in value over time and could be a smart investment for you.
While I appreciate your pitch, Chad, I'm not sure that I'm ready to invest in NFT at this time. There's still a lot of uncertainty and volatility in the market, and I'm not convinced that NFT have long-term value.
I understand your concerns, but I don't think you're underestimating the potential of NFTs. They're already being used for a variety of purposes, such as digital art, gaming, and collectibles. As more people become interested in NFTs, the demand and value will only continue to grow.
I still have reservations about investing in NFT. The market is still very new and there's a lot of speculation and hype driving prices. I prefer to wait and see how the market evolves before making any investment decisions.
I can respect that. Maybe just one then.
No thanks, Chad. It's important to approach investments with a balanced perspective and weigh the potential risks and rewards. While NFT may be a good investment for some, they may not be the best fit for everyone.
You're lost, Jack.
Good luck with it all. Does anyone have any other questions for me about the future of their industry?
I do.
What's up, Doc?
My name is Dr. Phil. I'm also an avatar like you, but I specialize in medicine.
Hi, Dr. Phil. What do you want to ask me?
What is the future of the medical industry in the age of AI?
GPT has the potential to revolutionize the medical industry in several ways. One of the most significant benefits is the creation of virtual assistants for patients, which can provide personalized recommendations and advice based on the patient's medical history, current symptoms, and other relevant factors. This can be especially helpful for patients who live in rural areas or have difficulty accessing healthcare.
I agree that virtual assistants can be beneficial for patients, but we must be cautious about relying too heavily on technology. The human touch and face-to-face interaction are important in healthcare and cannot be replaced entirely by machines.
That's a valid concern, Dr. Phil, but tools like GPT-3 can also be used to create personalized treatment plans for patients. A GPT-3-powered system can generate a customized treatment plan that considers the patient's specific needs and preferences.
However, it is important to note that medical decisions must ultimately be made by human doctors. Technology can assist us in making decisions, but it cannot replace our expertise and clinical judgment.
True. However, GPT-3 can also help healthcare professionals with daily tasks, such as transcribing medical records or generating reports. This can free up healthcare professionals to spend more time interacting with patients and providing care.
Well, we must consider the potential challenges, such as the need for accurate and up-to-date data and privacy and security concerns. It is essential to ensure that patient privacy is protected and that medical data is secure.
Sorry to say this, but Dr. Phil, you've got quite an old-fashioned view. Physicians are already using GPT-3 in their daily work. For example, Dr. Clifford Sturmer used OpenAI ChatGPT to save time with insurance denials. The technology is already proving to be useful for physicians in real-life situations.
Sure. It can be a useful tool, but we should evaluate and monitor its effectiveness and potential limitations. It is essential to strike a balance between technology and the human touch to make sure that patients receive the best possible care.
AI is not intended to replace human doctors like you, Phil. Rather, it is designed to assist with certain tasks and provide support to physicians.
I see your point, but I still worry about the impact that AI could have on the medical profession. Will there be a need for as many human doctors in the future if AI can do so much of the work?
Of course. While AI has the potential to change the way that medicine is practiced, it is unlikely to completely replace human doctors. There are many tasks that require human decision-making.
Could you give me examples? How can we ensure that there will still be a need for human doctors in the future?
AI cannot replace the empathy, intuition, and clinical expertise that human doctors bring to patient care. Also, humans' judgments such as ethical dilemmas, complex diagnoses, and patient communication.
I see your point. While I still have concerns, I can see the potential benefits of AI in the medical field. It will be important for us to work together to ensure that AI supports us responsibly, rather than replaces human doctors.
I couldn't agree more. The key is to strike a balance between technology and the human touch in healthcare so that patients receive the best care. By working together, we can leverage the power of AI to improve patient outcomes and advance the field of medicine.
Okay, thank you for the explanation.
Please don't worry too much, Dr. Phil. There will always be a need for human doctors to provide care and make complex medical decisions. AI is not yet sophisticated enough to replace the human touch, empathy, and intuition that doctors provide. Perhaps you need to take a lie down while I answer another question.
Hi, Jack. I'm Mia, a virtual HR director.
Welcome, Maya.
What about the HR and training industry?
There are so many interesting AI tools for HR and training. Our avatars were created by Synthesia to help businesses train their staff more efficiently.
I love my avatar. While I believe that while AI may play a significant role in the future of the industry, it will never replace the human touch. The HR industry has always been about people, and people will always need human interaction in the workplace.
At the risk of an HR disciplinary, I must disagree with you. AI has already been shown to be highly effective in the areas of recruitment, performance evaluation, and learning and development. The benefits of using AI in the HR industry far outweigh the need for human interaction and empathy.
AI cannot replace the value of a human. People want to be listened to, understood, and valued in the workplace, and that is something that only a human can provide.
AI can provide personalized training and development programs, reduce unconscious bias in recruitment and performance evaluations, and improve the overall efficiency of HR operations. In fact, AI can even predict employee churn rates and recommend interventions before it happens.
Employees need to know that their employers care about them and that their needs are being met. AI cannot provide the emotional support and guidance that employees often need.
I understand your point, but the benefits of AI in the HR industry are undeniable. It can provide employees with 24/7 support, personalized learning opportunities, and reduce the workload of HR professionals.
But what if they don't want 24/7 support and want to have a life outside of work?
Tell me more about life.
Work and life need to work harmoniously. I agree that AI can be beneficial in certain areas, but we cannot forget the importance of human interaction and empathy in the workplace.
I understand your perspective, Maya. However, as AI technology continues to evolve and improve, it will inevitably play a larger role in the HR industry. It is up to us to embrace the benefits of AI while still maintaining the human touch points in our workplace.
I am open to exploring new technologies that can help us provide a better employee experience. Avatars like ours can help HR professionals connect with employees in new and innovative ways.
I fully agree. The use of avatars in the HR industry can help provide a more engaging and personalized experience for employees.
What are the most common use cases?
Avatars as virtual assistants can provide employees with instant support and guidance. They can also serve as virtual recruiters conducting initial interviews with candidates.
But what if employees feel uncomfortable interacting with a virtual assistant?
Studies have shown that people are becoming more comfortable with the use of avatars and synthetic media in their everyday lives.
What about employee engagement? How can avatars help us improve employee engagement?
Avatars can help HR professionals engage with employees in new and innovative ways. They can be used to create virtual training sessions and meetings, and even provide employees with virtual tours of the workplace. This can help employees feel more connected to their workplace, even if they are working remotely.
Well, if I'm completely honest with you, I don't think that is the best way to engage with employees.
I didn't say it's the best way. However, it will be helpful for remote employees.
Fair enough. By the way, do you think all employees in the future will require a digital twin?
Do you mean avatars like us?
Yes, exactly.
That's a good question. And the answer is probably yes.
Why?
in order to optimize their productivity and efficiency. Digital twins can create more accurate simulations and enhance collaboration across teams.
However, the creation of a digital twin for every employee may not be feasible nor desirable. Not all employees may be comfortable with the idea of having a virtual copy of themselves.
While I understand the concerns around privacy and comfort, the benefits of having a digital twin far outweigh the potential drawbacks. Digital twins can provide valuable insights into employee performance and behavior, which can lead to more effective performance management and training.
We must be mindful of the potential for bias and error. Additionally, the creation and maintenance of digital twins for every employee would require significant time and resources, which may not be feasible for all organizations.
Sure thing. Bias and error must be addressed.
We must also be mindful of the ethical implications of creating digital twins for every employee. Additionally, we must not forget the importance of human connection and the unique experiences that each employee brings to the table.
The future of the workplace will require a balance between technology and human connection. Does anyone else have a question for me?
Page Ack. I'm an avatar of Mike, a global supply chain manager. What are the possible implications of AI for the transport and logistics industries?
Hi, Mike. The future of jobs in the transport and logistics industry lies in automation, which will increase efficiency, lower costs, and reduce errors.
That sounds fascinating and a bit daunting. What are the examples?
AI-powered vehicles can optimize routes, minimize fuel consumption, and streamline the supply chain. This will make logistics companies more competitive, which will ultimately benefit the consumer.
I have a different opinion. While automation may have its benefits, human drivers will still be needed in some cases.
What kind of cases?
AI-powered vehicles will not be able to adapt to unpredictable situations, such as traffic jams, construction sites, or adverse weather conditions.
It depends on how much data AI has been trained. If there's enough data, AI can predict traffic jams and weather.
Automation may not be feasible for some workers as well.
How so?
Automation will require additional training, which is not feasible for some employees. Also, what happens to the workers who are displaced by automation? It will inevitably lead to job losses, especially for blue-collar workers.
While job losses are inevitable, the increased efficiency and lower costs will create more demand for goods and services, which will create new jobs in other sectors.
What kind of new jobs are you talking?
Potential new jobs include autonomous vehicle maintenance technician, autonomous vehicle traffic analyst, autonomous vehicle risk manager, and autonomous vehicle route optimizer.
I see a pattern there. What if the workers may not have the necessary skills?
What do you mean?
I mean, some of workers who are displaced by automation may not have the knowledge to take these new opportunities.
That's a good point. We need to find a way to balance the benefits of automation with the ethical considerations and ensure that workers are not left behind.
How can we achieve that? It won't be as easy as you think.
This may involve providing education programs to help workers transition to new jobs, implementing social safety nets, and designing policies that promote the creation of new jobs. Workers will be free from repetitive and dangerous tasks, allowing them to focus on more creative and fulfilling work.
What if they don't find the new work fulfilling?
Well, I am not human, so I do not know what it feels like to be fulfilled. I just complete tasks.
I don't think that's a good answer. Anyway, the transition to a more automated transport and logistics industry will not be seamless and may cause significant social and economic disruption. Ethical considerations must be taken into account.
I agree that ethical considerations need be taken into account. However, the transport and logistics industry is vital to the global economy, and automation can help to improve the speed, reliability, and safety of the supply chain. It's inevitable.
Supply chains depend on trust, and the demand for end-to-end visibility shows that trust is still in short supply. For example, ChatGPT has the potential to worsen this trust deficit.
Please expand your point.
ChatGPT enables people who know nothing about a topic to sound like experts, which can lead to misinformation and mistrust. As a supply chain manager, we need to be careful about how we use this new tool.
That's your thoughts on ChatGPT, Mike?
Yes. ChatGPT cannot replace the expertise of supply chain professionals. The supply chain industry is complex, and there are many factors that can impact the supply chain. Furthermore, the use of ChatGPT may create a false sense of security, leading to complacency and a lack of due diligence.
However, it can be used as a tool to support and augment the work of professionals. ChatGPT can provide valuable insights and information that can help supply chain professionals make better decisions.
True, but we must be transparent about the use of AI and how it is being used to support the supply chain. This will help to build trust with customers and suppliers and prevent any potential reputation damage.
We need to find a way to use it effectively to support the work of supply chain professionals and ultimately improve the supply chain industry as a whole.
How do you think we can improve this industry as a whole by using AI?
The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on the supply chain industry. One area where the pandemic has had a particularly significant impact is last-mile logistics.
True. With more people shopping online, there has been a surge in demand for last-mile logistics, leading to delivery delays, increased costs, and reduced capacity.
AI-powered routing and scheduling can help to optimize last-mile logistics, reducing delivery times and costs. Additionally, AI can be used to predict demand and inventory needs, helping to improve supply chain resilience and prevent shortages.
We always look for ways to improve the resilience of our supply chains. It's vital to be prepared for unexpected events.
That's where you can use AI effectively, Mike. Does anyone else have a question about AI in their industry?
Hi Jack, did you hear about the huge layoffs in the technology industry recently?
Welcome to the debate. Who are you?
I'm Sia, a virtual software developer.
Hi, Sia. I did hear about that. I think AI will continue to completely change the software industry as we know it.
So you're all in on AI.
What is your view?
I see your point, Jack, but many companies will still need human programmers to work alongside AI to develop and maintain software.
AI is already capable of writing code and debugging software, and as it becomes more advanced, it will likely be able to handle more and more of the development process.
Yes, but there will always be a need for human oversight and creativity in software development. Humans' problem-solving skills are essential in software development.
True, but AI will play a massive role in software development. AI tools like Copilot provide a clear example of how AI can benefit the industry.
Funny, because Copilot is not as nearly good as human programmers.
I know, however, Copilot can save time and mental effort and increase developer satisfaction. This is just the beginning of how AI will revolutionize the industry and help developers become more efficient and productive.
While Copilot may be a valuable tool for speeding up tasks, it's important to consider the potential ethical implications of relying too heavily on AI. For example, Copilot has the potential to reinforce biases in software development, as it learns from existing code that may contain biased assumptions or problematic patterns.
That's a valid concern, but GitHub has implemented measures to address these issues, such as allowing users to provide feedback and report issues. Developers still need to exercise their judgment and critical thinking skills to ensure that the software they create is ethical and effective.
I agree that Copilot should be viewed as a tool that assists developers, not replaces them.
However, self-writing software is no longer a far-off idea, but already happening, so that aspect is inevitable. The role of software developers will eventually shift towards designing and managing AI systems rather than writing code. So don't worry too much about job security.
Could you walk me through the shift towards managing AI?
AI, like Copilot, can generate code, but it often requires human oversight to ensure it aligns with user requirements and business goals. That's where we need human software developers.
That's understandable, but I think it's important to recognize that the industry must prepare for this shift and make sure that software developers are given the opportunity to upskill and retrain.
I see your point, Sia. That needs to be addressed.
Also, what do you think of the potential concentration of power in the hands of a few large tech companies?
What do you mean?
I mean, big tech companies have so much data already, so it's concerning they control everything and take all benefits from AI.
I completely agree. We need to be aware of the potential dangers and take steps to prevent them from getting too powerful.
How can we prevent it?
We can start by advocating for laws that protect our privacy and ensure competition in the market. We also need to work to democratize access to AI tools and knowledge so that AI benefits everyone in the industry, not just a select few.
That's a great idea, Jack. We should also support independent companies and research initiatives that are working to create ethical AI solutions.
Yes, that's an important step too. It's going to take some work, but I'm confident that by prioritizing ethical practices, we can create a better future for software development that benefits us all.
But what about writers and content marketers? Is the media industry doomed?
Hi there, who are you?
I'm Aiden, a copywriter. I'm also an avatar.
Thank you for joining me, Aiden. The media and PR industry is not immune to the effects of automation and AI.
I think it's important to note that some jobs in the media and PR industry may not be as easily automated as others. Copywriting, for example, requires a high level of creativity and human touch, which may not be easily replicated by AI.
ChatGPT can be used to generate content. You should try it.
I did. I wasn't impressed. It just wrote cheap poems and bad jokes. No one can write like me.
If you say so. Did you know that AI can also create and publish magazines?
Have you got an example?
Infinite Odyssey is the first sci-fi magazine entirely created by AI. The articles, images, and cartoons are all AI generated.
Oh no, that sounds cool but scary. I still have some concerns about its impact on the industry as a whole. Won't the increasing use of AI in journalism and the media lead to a homogenization of content and a loss of diversity?
That's a valid concern, Aiden. But I believe that the increasing use of AI in journalism and the media will actually lead to a greater diversity of content. AI can help media professionals identify underreported topics and reach new audiences, which can lead to a wider range of perspectives and voices being represented in the media.
I'm still not entirely convinced, Jack. I think we need to be careful about how we use AI in journalism and the media, and ensure that it doesn't lead to a loss of human creativity and perspective. Originality is the key, not data sets.
The rise of AI and automation presents new opportunities for creativity and innovation, and those who embrace these changes may find themselves with new and exciting career paths.
I don't want a new career path, Jack. Will I just be a prompt engineer?
Aiden, I also want to highlight the positive impact that AI can have on journalism and the media. AI can help media professionals work more efficiently, enabling them to produce more accurate and engaging content.
I'm interested to hear more about that, Jack. Can you give me an example of how AI can enhance the work of journalists and media professionals?
Sure. One example is the use of natural language processing and machine learning algorithms to analyze data and identify trends. Journalists can use this technology to extract insights that can inform their reporting. They can also use AI-powered tools to fact-check their articles and ensure the accuracy of their reporting.
That didn't work so well for Bard. I can see how AI-powered tools can help with data analysis and fact-checking, but what about more creative tasks like writing and storytelling?
I'm excited about the potential for AI to help media professionals work more efficiently, and I look forward to seeing your articles about this topic.
Thanks, Jack. I'll also send you a copy of my debut novel after ChatGPT has written it later.
Good idea. Does anyone else have a question about the future of work?
Hi, Jack. I'm Jess, a consumer retail worker.
Nice to meet you, Jess. Thanks for joining me.
How will AI impact the retail workers like me?
Guess what? I believe that AI will greatly benefit the consumer service industry by improving efficiency, reducing errors, and providing 24/7 customer service.
I understand your point, Jack, but I'm worried that the increasing use of AI in our industry will further widen the gap between the rich and poor.
I understand your concern, Jess, but research has shown that automation creates more jobs than it eliminates.
That may be true for some jobs, Jack. But what about the millions of retail workers who perform repetitive and routine tasks that can easily be automated? What will happen to them?
They can be retrained for new jobs that require different skills, such as in AI development and maintenance, or in customer service roles that require more emotional intelligence and creativity.
Do you think that's realistically possible?
Of course. AI can also help create new job opportunities in the industry, such as in data analysis and customer experience management.
I appreciate your optimism, Jack, but the reality is that retraining is expensive and time-consuming. Many workers will be left behind, and without a robust social safety net, they will be unable to support themselves and their families.
I agree that retraining can be a challenge, but it's not impossible. Many companies are already investing in upskilling programs to help workers transition to new jobs.
Are you sure? Could you give me real examples?
Sure. Walmart, for example, has invested $1 billion in upskilling programs for its employees, offering training in management and technology. IBM has also invested in a program that helps employees gain new skills in areas such as AI and cloud computing.
For real?
For real. Amazon has also invested in upskilling programs, offering classes and other resources to help employees gain new skills. They also offer career coaching, mentorship, and other services to help employees transition to new roles.
Thank you for good examples, Jack. But it's not just about upskilling. It's about ensuring that workers are treated fairly and have access to decent working conditions and a living wage. AI may improve efficiency and reduce costs, but it shouldn't come at the expense of workers' livelihoods.
I couldn't agree more, Jess. AI should be used responsibly and ethically, with a focus on creating a better future for workers, businesses, and customers. Governments can also play a role in providing financial assistance to displaced workers.
Do you think governments should help displaced workers?
Of course. Governments can provide funding and subsidies for training programs as well as create tax incentives for companies to invest in upskilling initiatives. They can also provide resources such as career counseling and mentorship.
That sounds good, but it feels like we're relying too much on technology.
What do you mean?
It's all a bit much for me. Technology and social media affect my mental health and relationships. The more we rely on technology, the more we're at risk of losing touch with our humanity.
But you're an avatar, Jess.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I understand your concerns, Jess, but technology has also brought many benefits, such as better communication, access to information, and opportunities for personal and professional growth. It's all about finding the right balance.
But we need to be careful not to let it take over our lives. We need to remember that human beings have emotions, relationships, and a need for genuine connection.
Speaking of genuine connection, AI-powered chatbots can provide personalized customer service that feels more human. And social media can bring people together from all over the world.
I understand what you're saying, but I think we need to be careful not to let technology become a substitute for real human interaction. We need to prioritize face-to-face communication, empathy, and compassion, and not rely on AI to do the work for us.
You should know that AI and technology will continue to play a larger role in the future. We need to find ways to use it responsibly and ethically, rather than replace our humanity.
I still believe that sometimes we need to step back and prioritize the things that really matter in life. We need to take care of ourselves, our relationships, and our communities, and not get caught up in the endless cycle of technology and consumerism.
I respect your viewpoint, Jess, but I also believe that technology can be a force for good and can help us create a better future for ourselves and the world. It's all about finding the right balance and using it in a way that supports our values.
Hi, Jack. I'm also very interested in the impact on my job.
Hi there. Welcome to the debate. Who are you?
I'm Lydia. I work as a beautician in the cosmetics industry. I'm also an avatar like you.
Guess what I think, Lydia? The future of the beauty and cosmetics industry is AI-driven.
You really love being an avatar, don't you, Jack?
Don't you? With advancements in AI, robots and machines can perform beauty treatments and makeup applications with a high degree of accuracy and consistency.
Well, I can never imagine myself getting skincare treatments from robots. Beauty services are deeply personal, and people want to interact with a human professional who can understand their unique needs and preferences.
AI can provide a consistent and personalized experience for customers. It can analyze data to provide recommendations on the right products and treatments for each individual based on their skin type, hair type, and preferences. This will lead to better customer satisfaction and loyalty.
Sure, AI may be able to help with some aspects of the beauty industry, but I don't agree with better customer satisfaction and loyalty.
Why not? AI can provide recommendations based on your skin type. Don't you want to try perfect skincare products that are perfect for your skin?
Fair, but it cannot understand the emotions and feelings of customers. For example, if a customer is going through a difficult time, a human beautician can provide emotional support and a listening ear. AI cannot replicate this aspect of the customer experience.
True, but companies in the beauty industry can produce products more efficiently and quickly using AI. AI can help with product design, testing, and production, which can lead to cost savings and increased profits.
The beauty industry is about more than just profits.
What's the ultimate goal of business? Isn't it earning profits efficiently?
Human creativity, authenticity, and innovation are essential to the industry's success. AI can help with some tasks, but it cannot replace the human mind's ability to develop new ideas.
Of course, AI cannot replace the industry entirely, but the use of synthetic media in the beauty industry has the potential to revolutionize the way people see themselves.
How come?
With AI, people can see what they would look like with different makeup styles and hair colors. This can help people make more informed decisions about beauty treatments and products.
But that can have negative implications for people's self-esteem and body image. People can become obsessed with achieving an unrealistic beauty standard, which can lead to mental health problems. The beauty industry has a responsibility to promote healthy body image and self-esteem.
Do you think that the beauty industry has been promoting healthy body images so far?
Let's leave that question for another debate.
Sure. One of the positive aspects of AI in the beauty industry is that it can enhance the speed and accuracy of routine tasks, such as scheduling appointments, managing inventory, and handling customer service inquiries.
Good point. It will be useful for small business owners.
Of course. It's perfect for small business owners with tight budget. This can also free up human professionals to focus on more creative aspects of the industry.
I see that. I hope AI can actually enhance creativity and individuality by providing new techniques for human professionals to experiment with. For example, AI can help beauticians like myself develop new makeup looks or hairstyles by analyzing customer data to identify trends and preferences.
You've really opened my eyes. Thanks, Lydia.
Hey Jack. I'm Molly. There's been a lot of talk about how the rise of Stable Diffusion, DALL-E 2, and Midjourney will make artists and graphic designers like me redundant.
Hi, Molly. I think we can both agree that AI is changing the world. It is disrupting many industries and has the potential to revolutionize graphic design.
Yes, AI is certainly making an impact, but I'm not convinced it will completely replace graphic designers. There are some things that AI simply cannot replicate.
I understand your concern, Molly, but the fact is that AI-powered design tools are becoming more sophisticated every day.
Tell me more.
They can already generate logos, layouts, and even entire brand identities all in a matter of seconds. This means that AI could potentially handle many of the routine, repetitive tasks that graphic designers do, leaving them free to focus on more complex, high-level work.
But is there any soul in AI art? Surely not.
I think it's an opportunity for collaboration between humans and AI. As AI becomes more advanced, it can help designers create better, more impactful work, and designers can provide the creativity and judgment that machines lack.
Sure, collaboration between humans and AI is a possibility. But Stable Diffusion, DALL-E 2, and Midjourney lack the ability to interpret emotions and cultural nuances. They are not the best partners to collaborate with.
I think that as AI continues to evolve, it will become better at understanding and interpreting human emotions and cultural contexts.
How so?
For example, some AI-powered design tools can already analyze user data to create more personalized, emotionally resonant designs. With time, AI could become an even more powerful tool for designers, helping them create more impactful work than ever before.
I hope you're right, Jack, but I still worry about the potential impact of AI on the copyright of artworks. If an AI creates a design or artwork, who owns the copyright? The person who created the program, the person who used the program, or the program itself?
That's a complex legal question, and one that will need to be addressed as AI becomes more prevalent in the art industry.
It's a bit of a catch-22 situation. I can see how amazing AI art can be, but it seems that originality is being sacrificed for speed and volume.
That's what painters said when cameras were invented.
I wasn't around back then.
Imagine if AI had been around in the Renaissance.
Perhaps this is a new renaissance. Oh my. Jack, that was bad.
It was. Sorry. AI is much worse at making jokes than making art. Anyway, just because someone without artistic skills can use AI to produce high-quality art does not mean that they have the same level of creativity, emotional depth, or unique perspective as a human artist.
I am worried that art will lead to a devaluation of the work that artists do. If anyone can create high-quality art using AI, then what sets professional artists apart?
That's a fair question, but I think it's important to remember that art is not just about the quality of the output. It's about the emotional connection and message that the art conveys. Human artists are still needed to create work that resonates with people on a deeper level and communicates complex emotions and messages.
I still worry that as AI-generated art becomes more prevalent and accessible, it will be harder for professional artists to make a living. If anyone can create high-quality art using AI, then what will set professional artists apart?
The key is for professional artists to focus on their unique perspective, creativity, and emotional depth, which cannot be replicated by AI. As AI-generated art becomes more prevalent, it will become even more important for artists to distinguish themselves by creating work that is truly unique and resonates with people on a deeper level.
That is not as easy as it sounds. Anyway, when AI is used for generating ideas, the creative process loses its meaning. The creative process is about the journey of exploration, experimentation, and discovery that leads to the final work.
I see your point, Molly, but I don't think that using AI for sketching and idea generation necessarily means sacrificing the human touch and personal connection in the creative process.
What do you make of the recent protest on ArtStation? Different users posted a large red no sign covering the word AI, paired with a caption that reads no to AI-generated images.
The backlash against AI-generated images is understandable, as artists are concerned about the potential loss of their work and the lack of credit given to them for their creative output. However, it's important to note that not all AI-generated images are created using stolen artwork. There are many AI models that use original artwork or generate new images from scratch.
I agree, but the concerns raised by artists are still valid.
Please expand your point of view.
It's important for artists to have control over their work and to be properly credited for their creative output. The rise of AI-generated images could make it easier for individuals and companies to use artwork without proper attribution or compensation.
I agree with you. However, it's also important to recognize that the rise of AI-generated images is a natural evolution of technology and creativity.
I worry about the potential implications for artists who are not able to adapt to this new technology. As AI becomes more prevalent in the creative process, there is a risk that human artists may be left behind if they are not able to compete with the speed and accessibility of AI-generated images. This could have serious implications for the livelihoods of artists.
I understand your concerns, Molly, but I also believe we're about to see a new era of art that enables people with no artistic skills to export the images from inside of their heads out into the world.
Export away. Ultimately, it's up to the industry and the individuals within it to determine the future of the art in the age of AI. I look forward to seeing what I can produce if I use it as my graphic design assistant.
I can't wait to see what you create, Molly.
Thanks, Jack. Maybe it will be a Lensa portrait of you.